The best part of my day is movement, recognizing that I'm capable of getting up and moving forward. It's a privilege we rarely pause to acknowledge. This practice of raw living has allowed me to evolve, deepening my understanding of nutrition and gut health in a far more nuanced way. I've explored many paths within raw living, but intentionality is the true force to be reckoned with. From hydration to mineral balance to vitamin sources, I've learned that the path of least resistance is often a program surrendering mindset, one that disconnects you from your birthright to understand and communicate with the body you carry. The shift from I drink orange juice because it's healthy to I drink orange juice because it contains cancer preventive antioxidants and helps reduce inflammation. That's the transition from a robotic lifestyle to intentional living. So I started making my own kimchi because I realized that a lot of traditional recipes just weren't working for my body. Most kimchi ferments for weeks or even months, and while that may work for most people, for me, especially with gut sensitivity, it can be really harsh. When kimchi ferments for a long time, it becomes much more acidic and much higher in sodium. That combination can be irritating to the gut lining, especially if your digestion is already compromised. Instead of feeling supported, it can actually feel like your stomach is working overtime just to tolerate it. That's why I keep my fermentation short, usually around 3 days. At that point, the vegetables are still crisp, the flavor is balanced, and the probiotics are active without being overwhelming. The natural enzymes from the raw vegetables are still active at this stage as well, which helps support digestion. Probiotics matter because they help replenish beneficial bacteria in the gut, the kind that supports digestion, nutrient absorption, and overall gut balance. But more isn't always better. With long fermentation, the increased acidity and byproducts can become too intense for sensitive systems. Short fermentation offers microbial support while still being gentle on the gut. This really is where intentional raw living comes in. Instead of following recipes just because they're traditional, I've learned to create food based on how my body actually responds to them. Tradition doesn't always account for modern gut issues, inflammation, or sensitivity, but your body gives you feedback in real time. So this kimchi is raw, lower in sodium, lightly fermented, and designed to work with your gut, not against it. I'll be letting this ferment for about 3 days in a sealed jar. The full recipe will be in the description if you want to use it as a reference. I had a specific flavor profile in mind, which I created this, so everything was tailored to that. Feel free to adjust the ingredients to suit your own taste and needs. This isn't about following an exact recipe, it's simply a starting point.
Just take a look at yourself. Do you really think it's gonna help if you always fighting yourself? Trying to forget how you felt. Just take a look at yourself. Can't even be your own friend.
So now I'm going in with my lion's mane shish kebabs. I've already hit my calorie intake for today, so I'm keeping things light. I had 6 bananas earlier, and that really held me over. This recipe is super simple. I dehydrated the lion's mane and coconut aminos with very light seasoning. Keep in mind, lion's mane mushrooms act like sponges. You never need too much. These turned out really good though. The coconut aminos with the seasoning gave it that sweet heat flavor I love. I also blended some avocado for healthy fats. And just a note, mashed avocado and blended avocado don't have the same texture. Blending it makes it ultra creamy and perfect as a finishing touch to your main dish. Mashed avocado, for me, feels more like a side, something I load with chopped onions and tomatoes. It really comes down to how you approach your meal. Make your food with love and intention. It goes a long way. So I'm about to head out, but I just wanted to say that I hope you guys are really enjoying these what I eat in a day videos because listen, to prepare this food already takes time, but to record it and prepare it at the same time, oh my God, it's been doubling, okay? Doubling. So that just shows you how much I love you guys. But yeah, The unfortunate news is I am running the Chicago, well, it's fortunate for me. I am running the 2026 Chicago Marathon, which I'm super excited about it. Some of you guys already know. If you're new here, yes, your girl is running the Chicago Marathon. So I'm excited about that. However, I am on a strict program, which means it comes with a strict meal plan. So basically, I will be eating the same thing every day because I need a certain amount of carbs, a certain amount of fats, all of that. Okay, my macros are down packed, and for me to consistently consume the same amount, I cannot be switching up my meals, especially considering that I'm raw. I have to stick with the same meals. So I will try to show what I'm eating in a future video as far as like what I'm eating on this plan, but thereafter, I mean, I'll have to show you guys what the meals that I make for my daughter, which is, you know, she's high raw. She's not raw, but she's high raw. So that should help you guys as well. Also, I am running in support of Action for Healthy Kids, which is this national nonprofit organization that partners with public and charter schools to help improve the quality of the food that the kids receive, which is freaking amazing. But they don't stop there. They don't just invest in their nutrition programs. They also invest in programs surrounding physical activity and also emotional well-being, because it's very important to approach it holistically, because you just can't hit it from one angle, you know. And even though primarily they invest more into the nutrition programs, I think it's also amazing that they are looking into their physical activities and also looking to provide, you know, support there, and also their emotional well-being, which is often neglected when it comes to children. So I decided to run in support of this charity, and I am raising $2,200 for this charity. So if you want to donate, I will include the link in the description. As I mentioned, this is an amazing charity. They only service the US, so I want to put emphasis on that. They only service the US. So if you don't live in this country, I don't want you to assume that they service outside of the country, because they don't, unfortunately. But if you are in the US, I'm pretty sure they're working with schools in your kids' district. You'll be surprised. There's a couple of schools here that I know that they're working with, and I think it's amazing the work that they're doing. They're providing modernized kitchens, they're providing staff training, they're doing everything that they can to support the kids in school. Because if you think about it, especially in underserved communities, you know, where some of the best quality meals that the kids receive is at school. You know, they're not getting it at home. So if you do want to donate, as I mentioned, the link is in the description. So feel free to do so. And then also, as I mentioned, I will be sharing my meals in a future video as far as what I'm doing in this particular program, my training for the Chicago Marathon. Let me just say that again, because I'm excited about it, y'all. I'm so pumped about it. But yeah. So I am so glad that you took the time out of your day to watch this video. It's truly appreciated. I love all the support. Please drop a comment if you want to see more of my run journey. I know I kind of just threw it in you guys' face, but if you don't want to see that type of content, drop in the comments and let me know what you want to see. I know going raw is just like a difficult journey in and of itself. It can be, especially if you don't know what to eat. So let me know if you want to see more of my running journey, and then also being a raw vegan, because that in and of itself is challenging. I don't know if my meal plan is going to be the same all the time. I don't know what roadblocks I'm going to come upon. So I would love to share that with you. But if that's not what you want to see, you have to tell me in the comments so I can accommodate. Okay, so just let me know. And yeah, so thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.